Hello and welcome to the Easy Algo channel. Just to give you a little bit of background, I recently started attempting to program my own bots, my crypto bots in CCXT and Python. Um, I was not able to find a lot of things that were specific to Binance.us using CCXT in Python, and so I've spent countless hours uh, learning how to do it and decided that I wanted to kind of give back from the people that I had learned from and the resources I learned from and post some content that is relevant to Binance.us using the CCXT library in Python. Um, First, I want to say is I am not a coder by trade. I am 100% uh, uh, self-taught. I am not claiming that the way I do it is the best or the most efficient way, but it's how I learned how to do it and things that I have learned along the way to either make it easier or to make it work. And so I hope to make this a series of videos to finally wind up with a single trading bot that is simple. I am not going to claim that it's going to make you any money or that it's going to work, uh, at least with growing your money. I've used this one and it's on average, it is either losing a little bit of money or it is staying steady where it loses the same amount that it makes. But really, I just wanted to use this as a way to show you how to do things, how to set this up for Binance.us, and then you can go from there and come up with your own trading strategies, and you'll know how to code them. So let's get started. My first video that I wanted to do has to do with just checking your balance, pulling your balance. I use the Binance uh, practice account that I signed up for through uh, GitHub. You do have to have a Binance.us account before you can get the practice account, but there's plenty of videos on that and how to do it, so I will not waste any time on that. I would say the most important thing is that if you're going to use the uh, the um, the practice trading account, is that you use this line of code right here to set the sandbox mode to true, so that you will be using the practice account. I have my API key and my API secret key saved in a different file so that I didn't have to post it here. And I just referenced that, but this is where you would put that in. And there's plenty of uh, other content and instructions for how to do this. This is all pretty much the same for uh, whatever account or exchange that you might be using. Um, but yeah, so let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is I like to store mine in a function. They're easier to call on later on, and it also updates them. So every time you call on that function, it'll update your balance and give you the most recent balance. And so to start that off, we're going to define. I like to use the same names as much as I can. It helps me write other um, uh, programs, or it helps me do coding faster if I try and use the same names or the same definitions throughout my code. So what I use is I use update balance in order to define this function. And so we'll start off with fetching our balance. So we do Binance dot fetch balance. All right, and then we'll space things out nicely here. So what we'll do is we will return balance, and yeah, so what this is going to do is it's going to bring all of your coin and money counts from that are available on this trading account, and you will see those here in a second. So let's do a print update val. And what this is going to do is this is going to return everything. So all the different coins that you have, um, all the different everything This one's limited because it's the practice account, so you can only use certain coins to do your practice trading. But yeah, it gives you everything here. You can see I usually use BTC and USDT for my practice trading. And this is where we'll actually be pulling the data from when we specify. The difference between free, used, and total is that obviously the total would be your free and your used added up. Um, where this comes into play is if you have limit orders that are post only, however much you designate to be in that uh, limit post only order, it's going to subtract it from your free, and it will show in your used, and but it'll still show in your total. So if you later on down the line, I will show that. But um, if you have your Bitcoin tied up in later trades or limit order trades that are post only, that's going to come into play, and you're going to make sure that you get your free balance. But that's pretty easy to distinguish between the two when you're pulling it. Um, and the same thing is with your USDT or whatever you use, the other part of your pair that you're trading. If you have a buy post only limit order, then you will have some of your total tied up in your used, and you won't be able to access that until that order is canceled or you trade back into the currency that you're trying to use. So, all right, so from here, I will show you how to specifically get your Bitcoin balance. So we'll do BTC and go balance. And then we're going to use our balance. Then we'll go total and then BTC. Make sure to use single quotes when you're putting that in here. Um, and then I will show you how to pull the USDT balance. Pretty much the same, except for you'll put USDT instead of BTC. All right, and then we'll add those down here. So BTC balance and USDT balance. And so we will just down here we will just pull the BTC balance is I believe it's in an array. It starts off with position 0 and then goes 0, 1, and then if you have more listed, it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. So our BTC balance is 0 in that position, and then we will do our print, and for this one, we will do our USDT. And so when we run that, we should just get our BTC balance and then followed by our USDT balance. And so if you don't like having all these decimals, then you can use one of my libraries I have in here is NumPy. So we can use the round function. So we'll do mp.round. We'll put that into parentheses. We'll tell it to do 2 decimal places. And if we run this again, we should get our USDT rounded to 2 decimal places. All right. Now, something else handy that I have found is if you want to use your accumulated USDT, say you made USDT on a trade, and you always want to use that amount, a larger amount. So pretty much you're using your gains to make bigger purchases of BTC in your trades. You can use a math function, or you could use math on your USDT balance to always use, say, 90% of your total USDT balance. It's always good to go a little bit lower than 100% because the price that you're quoted may not be the exact price that you get. So if it goes over a little bit, you'll have some wiggle room there, and the trade will still execute, even though it was a little more expensive than what was quoted in the data that you pulled. So if we just, we'll just say buy amount, and we will apply our math. We'll do the np.round, but we're going to do that to the entire after the math is done. So we will do USDT balance. We will multiply that by 0.9, and then we will give that 2 decimal places. And so what we will do is put that down here. That'll put it the buy amounts. That'll put that into position number 2. So you have 0, 1, 2. And then we come down here, and then we tell it to print the buy amount, and we run it. And what you should see now is that we now get 90% of what our total USDT value is. And like I said, that comes in handy later on when you're putting in limit orders and you're specifying prices or amounts that you want to use um, to buy in your trades. So that's it for the first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or at least I hope it was helpful. And yeah, there'll be more to come, and I'll keep building on this and eventually have a full working bot. That won't necessarily make money, but you will get to see how it works. All right, until next time.